ladies and gentlemen, I am EddCase of the Mob Cave. Welcome to Base Race, my episode 0. It is April, and this is not an April Fool's joke. You do have to get a diamond block and a skeleton skull and other things, but we'll get round to that in a little while. First off, we're going to be talking about the winners of the last month and rules, tips, and items for this month. We are now in 1.9, so it's going to be a very different and interesting and special and hopefully not too hard month of Base Race. Hopefully people will have had a little bit of a chance to get used to 1.9 before... Noises happening before entering into this one. But we shall see. We shall see how people find it. All right. Firstly, I think I need to look at something blank. Well, we've got lots of green wall around here. Actually, before I say this, we are in Bathearts build. We are in the airfield that he built for Memory Lane. So we've got some fantastic airplanes here. Ones that he's used ooh, I'm flying around, but no, well, I'll do. In a previous video, a very early video of the Mob Cave, we had him come in and build one of these airplanes. So that's why it's a trip down memory lane, because it's very integral to the Mob Cave. Also, there is a zombie somewhere nearby. Anyway, so Batheart created this build. Thank you very much. It's going to be great fun playing this one. Also, I wanted to say that he got the exact same number of votes as Cherry Bitters. Cherry Bitters doing her what was it called? It was a pier from her childhood with some shops around that she remembers and things like that. And it was also very, very awesome. But I've decided, since it's coming off the back of one of her builds already, that we will go into Batheart's build. And yeah, it was also, it's the thing about this build is it is all kind of one structure-ish. A lot more so than Cherry's build, which makes it easier to put into the world. But they were both fantastic builds. If you want to go and have a look at them, they are both on the forum. So you can go to the usual place, which is the Base Race vote, and that will have links to any of the bases that were the... I don't know, losing my words. Never mind, let's move on. Moving on indeed. We're going to look at the ceiling, a nice dark ceiling. To look at the winners of the race last month. So, in third place we have Baker Bell with 1 hour, 43 minutes and 43 seconds. In second place we have Cherry Bitters with 1 hour, 34 minutes and 56 seconds. And in first place we have John Fowl with 1 hour, 18 minutes and 35 seconds. So well done to you three. Well done to everyone taking part who finished it. And, boop. Oh, God. Oh, no, it's a view of my inside legs. Never mind. Moving on. So, I definitely want to talk a little bit about how things are going to be different this month. It's in 1.9, which means things are going to be a little bit tougher in terms of the combat mechanics. That's the main thing about this update. You're going to have to, like, really, this is the tips section. I think make sure you've got yourself armored up and sorted as soon as possible. Get yourself armor, and the most important thing, get yourself a shield. Shield is going to be your best friend in 1.9. It means you can block things, stop taking damage from, like, skeletons, which are much tougher now. They strafe, they kind of skirmish and back off you when they're firing at you, and yeah, they're nasty. So you've got to make sure that you're well prepared. Make sure you've got your armor and your equipment sorted. So yeah, that's important. That is important. Let's see. The extra challenge this month. You have a friend over here. A friend. I'm not going to show you who it is, but you have a friendly pirate who is going to be giving you some information and quests, which you really do have to go for. Like, the items on this list make this month extremely difficult, like almost impossible if it weren't for the challenges set out by the pirate over there. So make sure you do them. And once again, you've got a diamond block here, skeleton skull. You know, these are things that you're really going to have to. It would be pretty much impossible to get all that done in the time limit without talking to the pirate over there. So make sure you do that. I've gone into a lot of depth. This is the most in-depth I've gone to with command blocks and stuff. There are things going on, and I've tested them, and they all seem to work, but things may go wrong. I really hope they don't go wrong. As I've left them, it looks like everything is working. But there is the possibility that something might not function quite right. I'll be taking that into account. If for some reason something seems like it's gone wrong and you know, the story has stopped and you can't get a certain item, just get everything that you can do. I'll know that you would have finished it really had it not been for my map messing up. Having said that, I really think it will work. Like I'm a little bit worried about it, but it should work. Come on, it'll work. It will work. So yeah, you shouldn't have to worry about that. I really do hope you have fun. It's going to be an interesting one. Going to be a different one. So yes. What else? Oh yeah, this month I'm doing a trial run of a player update. So what I'm going to want you to do is, on the forum where you usually post your videos, you post your video and then you leave a sentence or two just describing what happened in that episode. You don't have to describe it in such detail that you give away everything that happens. It could be just more of a teaser trailer kind of thing. Just like the blurb, on the back of a book or something. So something like that. I gave an example in my announcement video, so if you wanted to take a look at an example, then go check that out. But I think that would be a good idea. I will read out your descriptions at the end of each week in a video, a player update video, and I'll include links to your videos. So hopefully it will mean that people can find your videos easier. They'll know what you're doing, and it might, it will be a place that all of you can kind of, if you want to, kind of talk, like in that video, in the comments and stuff, talk about what's been going on, if other people have had the same problems or issues and stuff. And yeah, I think it would be a nice thing to kind of hopefully bring people together. We shall see. That's the idea. If it works out and gets enough attention this month, then I'll continue doing it. But this is really a trial run. I don't know how it's going to turn out. Hope it turns out well. Let's move on to the items. All right. So, right, you've got some hard things on here. Obviously, I thought Cobweb was still really difficult to get. I thought you had to have Silk Touch on your shears to do that. Apparently, you don't need that anymore. And I only found that out yesterday after I'd already released the map. So that's not going to be as hard, but of course you are going to have to find an abandoned mine. So there's that. Jungle leaves, which means you do have to find a jungle. Fire charge and glowstone, meaning going to have to go to the nether. You've also got, gold, diamond blocks, so lots of diamonds to get. Skeleton skull, you're not going to have to go and destroy a skeleton with a charged creeper blast. Don't worry about that. That's going to come in the extra challenges. That is obviously going to come in the extra challenges, as well as some other things. So if it looks like something on here might be very, very difficult, then assume you'll find out very early on in the challenge that it will be to do with the extra challenge. Now, that is pretty much all I'm going to say. I am going to go into a little bit more detail in a second. I just want to say, potential spoiler warning. I'm going to go into a little bit more detail, so if you don't want to know, then thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. I hope you have a lot of fun, and yes, now, stop the video. I mean it. If you don't want to find out too much. I mean, I'm not going to be giving too much away. I just little things I want to say. Stop the video now. If not, then let's continue. Okay. That guy over there, the pirate, has some quests for you, and he is going to give you a choice. If you look in his trades, you'll see a couple of things, and it will give you 2 roads to go down. So either you'll be able to collect one thing, but it'll mean you have to get the other one, or vice versa. Okay, so you got to think about that. If you just... No, I'm going to stop there. I mean, that's all I'm going to say on that matter. Just make sure you think about what trades you actually want, because it's going to define your challenge in a certain way. God, it's hard. I'm trying to think of certain ways to put things without giving too much away. I've already said, make sure you're armored up and stuff like that. I want to stress that again, because this month is called Pirates, and it's in 1.9, and it's called Pirates. So you should think about what that might mean, and yeah, you're going to want to be careful out there. So make sure you're nice and armored up before you do anything too dangerous. That's all I'm going to say on that. And I've already said it, but the extra challenges, you should really do them. Otherwise, it's going to be very, very hard. And oh yeah, there's going to be for the first time in Base Race, there's going to be a link to a website at some point during the game. That's completely fine. It's important that you see it. I think you'll know as soon as it comes up what it's meant to be before you go to the website. But yeah, it's just going to take you off to something that I've created, so it's completely fine. Just make sure you click OK and go through the link. And it should be something interesting. I hope you enjoy it. But yeah, other than that, I don't think there's anything else too much I want to say. I haven't given anything away too much. There is a kind of extra treasure hunt thing. Once again, remember, spoilers. This is probably the most spoilerish thing I'm going to say. So there are things to find within the base. I've put there are a couple of things within the base. You'll find this out really early on. That you have to collect. You don't have to break anything in the base to find said items. You just need to locate them and bring them back. Okay, spiders somewhere. Yeah, don't break anything. But yeah, they're within the base. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, I'm trying so hard not to give too much away, but to make sure people understand what's going on. As I said at the beginning, it's a little bit more in depth than I usually do for Base Race. I hope you really enjoy it. It's going to be a fun one. I'm going to really enjoy watching this one. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I have been EddCase. This has probably been a rather long episode 0. But yeah, I hope it all works out. Thank you very much for watching. I've been EddCase, and I'll see you next time. Bye.